What if I told you that some of the most important objects in movie history don't actually matter? There's always this thing, this object, this mysterious item that everybody seems to want. But once the story is over, you realize that you never cared about what it was in the first place.
This is why we're here. Unobtainium. Because this little gray rock sells for 20 million a kilo. That's the only reason.
Hi there everybody, it's Hanyo and you're watching My Director's Journey, where I share everything I've learned behind the scenes of my first feature film. Let's go. A MacGuffin is a plot device, an object, a goal, a person, or even an event that launches the story and keeps the characters moving. But here's the kicker. The thing itself usually has no real importance to the story whatsoever. It's only the characters that care about the MacGuffin, not the audience. Therefore, it can be anything and everything. It can be as mundane as a jewel, money, or even a carpet. In Mission Impossible 3, for example, no one ever explains what the rabbit's foot is. But the story makes it clear that it is of utter importance to the characters.
You're gonna tell me where the rabbit's foot is, or she dies.
We don't care what it is, but we care what the characters do because of it. It gives them a reason to move, fight, lie, betray, and to risk everything they have. Lots of classic movies lean into this. Remember the famous glowing briefcase in Pulp Fiction? It drives the plot because it contains something Jules and Vincent need to get.
We happy? Yeah, we happy.
But nobody ever shows us what's inside.
What is it?
This keeps us forever curious about the content.
It's beautiful.
In Hitchcock's North by Northwest, it's a case of microfilm. The characters chase it like their lives depend on it, but we never once learn what's on the film or why it's meaningful.
Oh, government secrets perhaps?
Another example is the list of all undercover CIA agents in the original Mission Impossible, which could easily be swapped for blueprints of a secret weapon or encryption keys for government communication systems. Some folks also label things like the Infinity Stones or the One Ring as MacGuffins. And while these items do move the story forward, according to the classic definition, those supposedly aren't real MacGuffins, because the audience does care about what the items are and they matter to the resolution. A true MacGuffin is usually replaceable, so if you exchanged it for a different object entirely, the story would still work. Of course, you could argue that instead of ring, it could be a bracelet, a book, or a magical stone, but then the story wouldn't be called Lord of the Rings. On the other hand, a famous example for a traditional MacGuffin is the Maltese Falcon and the Maltese Falcon, so whatever. If you ask me, a MacGuffin is even stronger if the audience cares about it too.
I'm coming, Nemo!
Dad!
Nemo! Oh, thank goodness. It's all right, son.
In the end, it's nothing but a storytelling handle. You grab it to pull the audience into the world, but you don't necessarily need to look at it closely. You can, but you don't have to. A universal rule to keep in mind, however, when it comes to using a MacGuffin is that the soul of your story must have a different, deeper point of origin.
We got but 4 days to get to that treasure. After that, it'll be at the bottom of a lake.
In Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?, Everett managed to persuade his fellow inmates to break out in pursuit of a hidden treasure. But this was just a lie.
There ain't no treasure.
His true goal was to reunite with his estranged wife.
Damn it, I had to bust out. My wife wrote me she was getting married, I gotta stop it.
So when you're writing a script, don't spend too much time explaining every little detail about the world or a random plot device. Instead, focus on the true emotional driving force of your characters. What do they want? What do they need? And why are they so obsessed with whatever they're chasing after? A MacGuffin is nothing but a catalyst for conflict, emotion, and character development. And in my opinion, the strongest use case for a MacGuffin is when you can make a character realize they've been chasing the wrong thing the entire time. Thanks for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another Movie Monday. Cheers.